I know that this case has been highly publicized, because of the
National attention.
Yeah, the national attention. Yeah. But I mean, this was also a case of domestic violence.
Yeah, no question. I mean, and that's both the last two involving, that seems to be the focus, is that there's an illegal, there's somebody here from out, but it's a domestic case. So I think that's something that, especially for me, and looking at what we're trying to do with the domestic violence court, is trying to combat these types of instances. And it's not just they're not the only ones. It's not illegals that are doing this. It can happen to anybody. Domestic is an issue that happens across the board, be it socioeconomic, race, gender. I mean, we've had a number of admissions of females in the domestic violence court. So domestic violence homicide is a huge issue right now, and I think that gets a little bit lost in what happened here, because those are the two we've had and have to deal with.
With the president-elect's promise for massive deportation, I know that someone just asked you a second ago, but there's always a lot of questions. Can you explain how much time he will be serving here in the state of Michigan before deportation potentially will happen?
As of right now, if the law stands, it's he'll do 39 years. He'll do 39 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections, and then when that comes up, they can keep him, depending on how he does in the Department of Corrections. They can always keep him longer because the sentence is up to, I think, 100 was the end. But at some point in time, they say, okay, he's going to be paroled. That's when deportation will happen. Now that could change. I mean, that could always change given the state and the national. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's always a possibility that they could decide, hey, we're going to take out all prisoners and ship them out. That's always a possibility, I suppose.
How does he serve his time here before he's deported? Is that typical?
That's typical. That's any case, be it homicide or any case. You serve your time here first because it's a penalty. This is a penalty. You're here. You serve that time here because you're being held accountable for the crimes you committed here. So that's across the board, whether it be a year or 37 years, or and we have life without parole. They're not going to be deported. They're staying here, absent a change in law.